Morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, we have higher grain markets overnight. I think as far as the beans and corn are concerned, we're putting a little weather premium in the marketplace as across the northern part of the Midwest, we're seeing moisture and cold temperatures. It snowed 10 inches in Minneapolis yesterday, and so that could slow the harvest a little bit. As far as the other outside news in the grains, I think the market's still looking for more China buying in beans and corn. Corn export numbers and bean export numbers at the end of the year could be higher than what the USDA is saying, and that could lower the carryout, and that could keep prices firm. Yesterday, a handful of analysts suggested that they're comfortable with the outlook that maybe beans could go to $12, corn to $5, and Chicago wheat to $7. Again, probably the only thing that could cause prices to drop from these current levels is if China would come in and actually cancel some of their open soybean orders, which is not in the cards. We saw a chart today in which China sow numbers are increasing, and they expect by the end of the year to be back to levels that they were in 2018. So that means more feed demand and more soybean import demand for making meal. As far as the weather is concerned, Southern Plains still looks dry. Might be some moisture early next week, but nothing really behind it. Russia also is dry. Brazil and Argentina seeing rains. We'll have to watch in La Nina year if the Argentina rains slow. And if southern Brazil rains slow, but it looks like central and northern Brazil weather is going to be okay. South America, it looks like the old crop Brazil corn and soybean supply is going to be very tight. And in Argentina, the farmer continues to be a reluctant seller of beans, which could lower their crush, which has been helping soybean meal futures make new highs. Here in the United States, the farmer feels like he's selling beans off the combine. Yields sound like pretty close to the USDA numbers. Maybe a few locations that didn't get August rains, yields are lower than expected. As far as corn is concerned, most of the corn yields are coming out a little bit better than expected, which could verify USDA's numbers. But the farmer is a reluctant seller of corn. Outside markets, stocks are mixed. European stocks were down. Gold and copper are rallying. Copper is usually a pretty good indicator of especially the Chinese economy rebounding. And we've got crude a little bit lower with just too much supply versus the projected down the road demand for gas. November 3rd is going to be a big volatile day as far as the elections and who wins. Traders are already in the stock market trying to position themselves for a Democratic White House victory and a victory in the Senate. So we'll see how that plays out down the road. But one thing, if that does happen, a lot of analysts believe that we'll see an uptick in inflation. As always, these are my thoughts, not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day. And remember, always treat people like you yourself would like to be treated.